What's up? Welcome to another episode. What is this, like 19 or something? 18? 18. We have been building this truck. It's a 1974 GMC, 3 on the tree, straight 6. We've been building this truck since March. This is my old pickup from when I was in high school and ruined it. Made famous by Earl Dibbles Jr.
We come up on the porch, boy, it's just getting that stuff set like that. Crack that coal and spray it. It's like heaven, little God just sprayed in your face. That's what it, probably about six or seven, like on. I'm like.
If you've seen all the other episodes, thank you for that. You already know the story. If you're brand new, stop, go back, and start all over at part 1 and catch up because we've got so much to talk about. We have done so much. I'm here working with my 2 bus drivers who used to be my bus drivers. Now they've become famous YouTubers on a channel called Risky Business that's right here. You could go watch their channel. They do some awesome behind the scenes. They do all kinds of engine maintenance, how-tos, their own vlog style, political incorrectness, bus driving. Whenever we are touring, we're a band. Whenever we are touring, they're bus driving. This is Bull, and this is Butch. Well, I have an apology to tell you about right now. Before I roll this intro, before we get this episode going, I want to tell you, I'm so sorry about the last episode on how that ended. That is not what I wanted to do to you guys. That is completely disrespectful of everyone to end a video with "to be continued." There's a reason I did that. I had a camera malfunction. We lost audio on the camera. I know if you're watching YouTube, you've seen this kind of stuff happen before. YouTubers have problems with cameras, especially if we're not used to cameras. We're used to doing other stuff. So had a major malfunction, lost audio, had no choice but to end it with "to be continued." The truck didn't even start. Okay, so we went 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. And it didn't start. So you didn't miss anything, trust me. We messed with it for hours and hours and hours. We finally got it cranking. I'll show you that. I'll show you what we're doing today. We have a lot of work to do. Roll that intro now.
Raise 'em up to the sky. If you're trying to throw down, get a little country fade, take it way on out. Park your truck in the line. If you're looking for a buzz and the girls in love with the boys in the blue collars, holler. Some like to run 'em muddy, some like 'em squeaky clean, some rolling swollen on some dirty 35s. Some like that diesel whistle, some burn that gasoline. Yeah, around here there's a lot of ways to drive. But hey, listen, everybody's different. I got my opinions, man, and you got yours. Out here in the country, we spend all our money on the Chevys and Hemis and Yodas and Fords. Yeah.
We left you guys off the last video in a little bit of a to be continued moment. You didn't miss much. What happened was we didn't get this puppy started. Spitting and coughing, and we had some timing issues, which is just all natural for an engine that is the epitome of cold engine. I mean, this sucker hadn't started in 6 years before we got it here, and then we rebuilt it. So,
and we don't have a choke on it.
So how do we feel about it today? We're gonna try to get started today.
It's gonna start.
It's gonna start.
Yep.
We changed the wiring here to back one hole, one knob, so we could turn the distributor far enough. And we sorted out our coil wiring issues. It's gonna start.
And we put new plugs in it because the coil burnt up. We burnt up the
We
plugs.
burn up the plugs.
All right.
So we're gonna need you on the throttle. Okay. You're not gonna.
Try to keep it running, not fast, as slow as you can keep it running.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is everyone saying a little prayer right now? I'm watching this. Okay. Ready?
Get us some throttle. Is that a neutral? We'll make sure it's still in neutral.
Go! Go! saying on the clutch or off the clutch?
Keep it on the clutch.
It's on the clutch.
Yeah, because
Yeah, I'm kind of stuck here. Well, it sounds great. It sounds really great. Like, well, I'm trying not to celebrate right now.
trying what?
I'm trying not to celebrate, but it sounds great.
Yeah. No, this is
I mean, it's never sounded that good. Wow. I mean, that's a lot to take in, but sounded great. Well, how much did you do on timing?
I still got to figure that out. I hadn't got it figured out. My timing mark disappeared, so I don't know what's up.
Yeah.
But I got it by ear as close as I could get it. It ran better than it's ever ran.
Come on, come on, come on. That's seriously better than I ever remember it sounding.
I ain't never heard it run that good.
Yeah, that's really nice. Okay, cool. Woo. Take a break. Let's do a little walk around on what we've done here. So, since the last video, we have the 1974 penny.
plug in the smog hole.
Plug in the smog hole.
Or the
government hole.
Yeah, the government hole.
I don't think we showed them how we were starting it, where we put the ignition switch. Yeah, maybe we did. We put the ignition switch. This is just temporary. Literally have the switch right here. For our trial purposes, we have the oil pressure gauge up here. Just for our own purposes here.
We put a breather valve in here. I don't know if you saw that.
Yeah. And then we have a working radio. Here. Oh, we need a key, don't we?
And we actually,
There we go.
you sort of hear it. There's no stations will come in. We don't have a good antenna.
You'll just have to trust me on that.
Here, hold on. Do it one more time. This works. This helps, but we still can't get a station.
Go ahead.
Well,
You get the idea. It's the little things. Making progress, the little things.
and we do have the carpet cut and ready to be glued in. John Fox is going to have that seat for us hopefully today or tomorrow.
Yeah, look at that.
The blue film behind it for the high beams. We've got all LED bulbs in here now.
Yeah,
This piece is on the way today.
okay.
So we're gonna actually put this in today and get that oil gauge put in right.
Great.
We gotta get a choke on it, which we have the choke spring somewhere here. And then we've got this our little air cleaner
Yeah, yeah.
that'll fit it now.
Nice.
And
That's pretty.
really, there's not a whole lot. We got to run brake lines, and then we could start putting these inner fenders on so we can get that battery in the right place.
Okay. Well, heck yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Let's get his garage door open today.
All right.
It's not 120 degrees out like last time. What's happening?
How you doing?
All right.
Howdy.
How y'all doing today?
Good.
How are you, buddy?
Oh, I can't complain.
Good to see you.
Good to see you too.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Wow. That is so cool.
Man, that's pretty.
So this is the original of what, I mean, this is what it would have looked like
This is
original.
what it would look like original. Originally, it wouldn't have had the centerpiece in here, but since we did the embroidery, when they did a separate centerpiece in it.
I got you.
But yeah, it's pretty much about what the original would look like.
And these little buckles that,
Yeah, and what would have been a Cheyenne versus a base model. It's kind of like what the Cheyenne seat would look like
yeah.
originally.
Wow. That is cool.
Heck yeah.
Hopefully, it gives you a nice, comfortable ride now.
Heck yeah, man.
I can't wait till you get in to go drive it.
Me too.
We got it running today.
It's running today. Well,
Yeah.
that's even better. Well, now you can go home. You can stick the seat in and go take it for a drive around the factory. Yeah.
Yeah, if we had a steering wheel and
Brakes.
brakes.
Yeah, we don't have the brake.
Kind of important.
Steering wheel brakes you can get away with. The steering wheel you have to be comfortable.
Yeah.
Yeah, you would be good to have that.
Looks so good.
Yeah, look at that.
Kick panels.
That's proof that it's the original.
Same with the.
That's so cool. That's the air vent?
Yeah, on the. Goes in the. This is actually the driver's side one, which we don't have a hole cut for yet.
That's so cool.
Yeah, because remember, it was like all green and. So what'd you do, dye it?
Dye it.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, I dyed it. Disassembled the vents. Disassembled all the vents.
Oh, you got them
pulled
both?
all out of it. Yeah, both of them. Pulled the vents all out of them, cleaned them up, painted that dark black,
And then put the
made
new foam.
Cut new heavy foam seals for them, so they'll seal up, so you don't have a draft coming in the truck all the time.
Right.
Yeah, man.
Air leaking in it. So
That is awesome.
yeah.
Can't wait to start putting this stuff together.
I know.
This is the fun part, the pretty stuff.
Yeah.
75. How much you pay for it?
I gave $1,500 for it.
No way.
Yep. Yep.
$1,500.
Granny core speed. 350.
Yeah.
Look at that. It's like we're looking into our future, Bull. Double gun racks.
Yeah, and I'm sure that gun rack's probably been in there since '75.
And the old Sarge, Texas A&M old Sarge sticker.
Yeah.
You can't find those. Get this.
And this, there we go.
Alright. Cool.
So when are you gonna build the next one?
We were actually thinking about doing a Massey Ferguson tractor
Oh, there you go.
after this. Yeah. All right, John. Appreciate it, brother.
No problem. Appreciate you.
Yes, sir.
I'll
Great work.
Wow. Look at that. That's awesome.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah, man. That is nice. That is a nice seat.
Granger already stepped on it.
Look at that, man. That's cool.
I know.
It's stitched in.
Yeah.
I like these little things here,
Yeah.
too. Wow.
You said this is the Cheyenne model.
Original.
What it would have been.
Except for the center, wouldn't have had that wider strip because the logo's in there.
Yeah, it would have been.
It would have just
It looked like this.
You wouldn't even know it's the same seat till you look back here and see the rust on it.
Yeah, that's right. Wow. Man,
We got the sun visors and the vents in.
that is so nice.
Yeah.
This is what you were talking about, Butch.
It's so nice.
That piece goes in there. It still only covers a little bit of it, but oh, actually, it covers the whole thing, pretty much. Yeah, that's gonna look nice. So really, all we gotta do is cut that hole, Butch. We could sawzall a hole there.
Well, I say we lay this seat in just to look at see what it finally looks like in this cab.
You can't really set it down and slide.
Okay.
Because the carpet's gonna move a little bit. I'll wait for Butch to get on that side. He's on there. I'll run over there real quick.
Ha!
Too far?
That looks good.
Too far.
Yeah. It has to be.
Where'd this seat come from?
The seat's what?
Apparently the 74 wasn't close to the 77.
Close to the same.
But the good thing is we can just drill it out, but let's get it centered. All right, go ahead and lift it up, Butch. How much space you got there?
About 8 inches.
Oh. We have to go look at Earl's cab.
Oh man, a seat. Wow. I forgot what that's like. It does feel nice to have a seat. If it doesn't line up, I would expect that we'd have another problem to deal with. What would make a better video? If everything just fit perfect, or if we had problems constantly?
So me and Butch just we cut out the holes right here. You can see,
Here, I can pull this one back.
yeah, right there. That's for the seat belts. The actual seat holes are in a little bit.
And you could feel them beating.
So. Yep.
Yeah, that's what we just kept saying. We just wanted to make sure you're on it. You are.
I'm on top of it.
You're on top of it.
There should be holes where the seat
Yeah,
is.
there is. There is. Thank God.
Yep, we just did.
Yeah.
Do is just plug it in.
So this, by the way, I don't think we showed this, but this is all new.
Yep. The old one, the contacts were all messed up.
Nasty. This old nasty thing. So I thought that was gonna work, but it didn't.
It didn't. Find out.
You need the key in there?
Maybe.
It's on the ground, that's all.
Well, one's working. The brakes.
Oh, something just popped in there.
Yeah, that's the blinker though. I think it's upside down. All right, now we can try.
Oh yeah.
Yep, the fuel gauge is going up.
Wow, that's the first time a fuel gauge worked in 10 years.
And then, shoot.
And then, oh, the light back, yeah, these lights are working.
Which ones?
Yeah, they're working. That blue one's working in there, and then this one's working.
It's kind of faded though. It's not supposed to be that dim. Oh, unless we've gone dim. Right.
There we go. Yeah, that worked. Let's do a little rundown here. Let's do a little catch up.
All right.
Another day has gone by on this video. Probably 2 weeks have gone by in real life, right? About 2 weeks?
Yeah, at least.
At least. Okay, so we'll do a quick rundown. The seat is in. This morning I took this dash out of the box, so that's sitting, I've had it on here. So the seat is in. Carpet's looking good.
Yep, except for where you spilled something.
Was that me?
Yeah, I remember you spilled something there, and I was like, oh no. But we're going to end up putting the mats on there.
Oh,
now,
whoops.
whatever.
Okay, dash is complete except for we're having problems with their temp gauge.
It actually fires up, but it doesn't monitor the temperature.
Right.
It just stays on cold.
We have the door-mounted light switches on both sides, and we have the dome light
Which is
wired to them.
wired. It's not quite done yet with that part.
Butch, it still needs to be run, right? These switches?
Yeah.
Butch is doing that. So we need to run that, and then the dash will be finished.
Once we figure out the temperature gauge.
Yeah, once we finish temperature gauge.
Or we could show them this.
Yeah, look at that.
And the underlight, the dash light works under the dash.
Yeah.
You know, the floor light. I don't know if you can see that.
Yeah, I can.
And that's where we're gonna tie the dome light in, because this truck didn't have a dome light. We have to tie that in to that floor light because it wasn't made for a dome light.
Okay, so moving on over here to the engine, we have brake lines run, and
We're in the process of bleeding.
Yeah.
yeah,
Front brakes are bled. We should have started at the back, but we got front brakes bled. Bull had to try to do it by himself yesterday.
yeah.
So I got the front two bled, but I didn't start at the back because I couldn't see them. It was just me here yesterday.
Headlight harness is in.
Yeah.
Yep.
Look how clean and pretty, not a speck of dust.
We know where all that's going.
Yeah. Carburetor is
Carburetor's on
on and cleaned.
and it run.
just gotta-
Yeah.
Since the last time we ran it on this video. Timing, Bull and I ran it a couple days ago, and everything's perfect. The timing's just a touch off. Have we looked at that since
It
then?
might be.
I can't figure out exactly why the timing's off like it is.
But to be clear, when I say the timing's off, it's better than the timing I've ever heard on this truck. It's ever been.
Yeah.
And it sounds right on par for the best of any vintage truck.
It
So
sounds good.
if we want it just to purr perfectly,
It's probably a fuel mixture.
Yeah, something. I adjusted the fuel mixture as best I could by ear, but we know a fella that's got a dwell meter and I think he's got a vacuum gauge. We can,
Really get it down.
Yeah.
we can dial her in. But she's running pretty good, actually.
yeah. Bull, can you pull that dash out? Because I want to show you. I'll show you this real quick. Seatbelts. Seatbelts came in. Bull did this yesterday.
Yeah.
All the days running, they're all running together. Look at that. That's awesome. And
Butch did point out one thing though.
what?
We put one of these seat belts as the rear, but remember back in the day it was just a strap that
It adjusted, yeah. The
Yeah,
center belt is just an
So
adjustment.
I
Yeah, it
remember-
wasn't a pull.
Yeah.
No.
So I'm gonna pull this out and just get an adjustable strap one.
Yeah, that matches.
Yeah.
That way you can put it in there and snap it and it'd be ready for Lincoln and
That's true.
Yeah, you don't lose it down
London
in the
and
seat.
Okay.
whoever rides with you.
Okay. Let me tell everybody my idea over here. You guys could help us with this, comment on this. This is the original dash emblem here. And I was kind of thinking we just use this, and Butch had the idea of we just put a epoxy on it. We have a question, we've kind of been going back and forth here on what this looked like originally. I thought it was, and I didn't know it back then, but I thought this is supposed to be a green wood grain
With a black trim.
with the black trim. You could see right here, you could kind of see that looks like that used to be green wood grain. Now Bull was thinking maybe it just used to be chrome and that's some kind of just
Because it scrapes right
just
off.
mold. You
Well,
know,
yeah,
or
because remember
whatever.
when we brought this in, this thing was just completely covered in this stuff.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. Butch thinks it was wood grain as well because of the straightness of the lines. I think it's like just a moss was growing. But
So-
I think after you put it in there, it looked really cool. So
I think it looks cool. Here, put that dash on there. I'll meet you around and I'll show you what we're thinking. And I just took this off this morning. The dash will sit like this. And then this will sit like this.
and then if it was clear, yeah, if it was epoxy, it would look
Epoxy?
like people do with their bars. Yeah.
Yeah.
It actually looks super cool.
Yeah.
It'd be shiny, but it would look old.
yeah.
And and it's the original. So you'd get in here and be like, oh, this is cool. It'd be real smooth and soft. And like, yeah, that's their original dash emblem.
Yeah, I think that would look pretty sweet. Yeah.
If
Okay.
it don't, we can clean it off.
Right, yeah. So we're gonna preserve the ugliness of that.
Yeah. I mean,
Not
everything.
scraping on it.
Everything else is so perfect on this truck. Moving on here, we got inner fenders. We're almost ready to put these on. So we can go ahead and mount the,
Today, I think.
okay, cool. Mount the battery assembly.
We're gonna end up taking this down to Dodge Country in Killeen. Mitch Connell is going to put us some glass in here.
Yeah.
So, Uncle Mitch. So we're gonna take that down there one of these days. We gotta schedule that with him, but I just talked to him yesterday. Whenever we get inner fenders on, everything's kinda in place, we can put it on trailer, take it down there.
Cool. And so we are, probably not this episode, but we're really close to driving this thing. Once we get the inner fenders and the battery situated, the rear brakes bled, and then the steering wheel put on,
Yeah.
it's ready to drive.
Yeah, it's gonna need an alignment, but driving as far as around the farm will be fine.
Yeah.
Because when we put this on, I just adjusted it so the wheels looked straight.
Yeah.
We got to do a real adjustment on it.
You want to hold the camera and I'll start this this engine, because the last time we started it, we were having trouble with it, and we've gotten it dialed in a lot better.
Yeah, so it's kind of a cold start. Yeah. It takes a little bit yet.
You know this YouTube video is real if we're doing a cold start with you, and not warming it up and getting it all pretty
So
before we
just
start the video.
Yeah, it's gonna take a little bit. Hold on! Stop!
Headlight assembly almost got in the fan.
Yeah, it was in the fan.
We kept it real. We showed you the cold start. It hadn't been started in about 3 days.
Yeah.
So it's just getting better and better. Now it idles on its own. Okay, that's we're kind of wrapping this episode up. Let's walk around one more time, see anything, because there are a few new things. The weather seal on the door is in. We're getting close here. What's the word on the bed in the tailgate?
We still got to take the bed down because they're actually going to use Earl's bed.
Yeah.
So that's got to go down next week, and we're going to bring back the 77 so me and Butch can start salvaging parts off of it. Yeah, the fenders are done, the hood is done, and the doors are done.
Okay. Inner fenders are on and attached, which is awesome to have the core support a little more sturdy.
Yep, that's due to the battery box.
Battery is in,
We got to put the top portion on it yet.
but it's plugged in.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So
Everything's working.
battery's in. We got the coolant is mounted to the core support, which wasn't yesterday.
Need a choke rod.
And
the little cap that goes over this choke deal.
Yep.
Got to find that somewhere.
We're gonna do timing.
We talked to John Fox today. He's
Okay.
going to get his guys to come out here one day next week and
Get a
Put a dwell meter on it.
Oil meter.
Cool.
tune it.
I mean, other than that, headlight assemblies in. We just need to pop them on.
Yeah, we'll put the buckets in, put the headlights on,
We got a fan. A fan just ordered us.
rear light harness.
Yep, the rear light harness, he bought that, and I believe he bought the little steel buckets that go here that the headlight sits in.
Yeah,
So a couple things coming from a fan. Once those arrive, we'll holler him up.
great.
Yeah.
What about the rear brakes? Are those bled?
I know
They're not bled. That
They're-
was something we needed to talk to Charles about.
Okay.
it's not, he's using the vacuum pump and it's not sucking it back. So we gotta
Okay.
figure out why it's not sucking it back.
Okay, so all that being said, next episode, we're gonna drive this thing. We're gonna drive it. We're gonna drive it no matter what at next episode, so stay tuned. Make sure you subscribe to this channel, hit that notifications button so you never miss the next time we do it. So you could be the first to see us drive it. It probably is not gonna have fenders or a hood or a bed. It will have a steering wheel and it won't have glass. It'll look like this,
But we're gonna drive it.
but we're gonna drive it. That's the next episode. Thanks for watching, and make sure you check out Risky Business. Go subscribe to their channel. These guys put up some awesome content. We'll see y'all next time. Yee yee.